Hello everyone. I have a random socially appropriate question. It's bothering me, so I'm going to ask you guys and see what you say. Sorry, Trailblazer. And I know there's bigger things in the world right now, but if you have made purchases, say at Sam's Club, and you go to the cafe and you want to have some bites, and you park your cart right next to your table, which the carts are obnoxiously big, but spatially people can still go around, and everyone is doing this. And then someone, instead of asking you to move your cart, even though there's plenty of space because you did think about this beforehand before you parked it, and they just grab your cart and they move it all the way to the next table, is that socially appropriate or not? Because that situation happened to me. I was eating my bites and my cart just starts moving, and I instinctively grab it and I look up and it's this lady, and she just gives me a look like, and I was like, it's my cart. I literally purchased this stuff. Like, these things belong to me, and you're going to, and she's putting it at another table where there's other people, and I'm just like, what's going on here? And she gives me this mean look, and I look over, and like there's people getting the drinks and stuff, and like she has ease of access, but she's doing it so she can like have way more space to walk around. I don't know. So is that socially appropriate? Is it appropriate for you to touch or to move like all the way to the next table someone else's belongings, because they are technically mine by law? I purchased them. I had the receipt literally sticking in the diaper bag. So I just want to know what you guys are thinking, because for me, I feel like the socially appropriate thing to do would be to ask, can I move your cart? Even though my cart was not creating a hindrance for ease of access to the fountain drinks or anything like that. And then the super fun thing was, is that after this all happened, no words are spoken. I grabbed the cart, she mean looks at me, and then I'm just like, bringing it back to where it's supposed to be, because like she's trying, because I had to like stand up and grab it, and then she sits, as you know, they're like long tables, she sits right next to me after this happens, and I'm just like, are we buddies now? Because you looked at me in a mean way. You tried to move my cart. Well, you did move my cart, and you moved it almost to the next table, and I stopped you. You looked at me mean. So are you now showing your possessiveness so much so that you have to sit at my table that I'm sitting at? And I'm just like, I'm in awe. So let me know in the comments, because I want to know. I wasn't creating a hindrance with mobility of anyone from the fountain drinks or anything. Why would she sit right next to me after that took place? I just, the whole thing. And like, if she would have asked me to move my cart, then I would have moved my cart. And then the interesting thing is that like, I was stewing over it. I was just like, oh, I should have said something, blah, blah, blah. But like, conflict avoidance. I don't like creating issues. And so then I unload my stuff in my truck, and I had every intention of sitting in my truck and eating my hot fudge sundae, because I was very gluttonous, and because I was eating pizza in there. But then I was like, oh, I'm gonna eat my hot fudge sundae in here because I want to watch something on my phone. And so then the gentleman that was talking to her, they were having a grand old time after this all happened, and I'm just trying to hurry up and eat my pizza and get out of there. So then he happens to be the car that's parked right in front of me, and I put my stuff in, I'm putting my cart up, or trying to like fumble around with all this stuff, because I bought stuff for the children or whatever, and different food things. And he's like, oh, are you leaving? And I was like, yes, I'm leaving. And he's like, oh, good. That means that you'll get out of my way so I can put stuff in my trunk, because like I have a heart monitor, and I didn't want to have to, walk around and put stuff in my trunk, because he's backed into the space. So his trunk is right up there with my hood. And I'm just like, okay. And so then I get in my truck, and like he's trying to direct me like I'm a teenager driving to get out. And I'm just like, I wish that I would have just said, I'm not leaving for a little while, because he set himself up in that situation with his trunk being to my front of my vehicle, because he backed in. And then he is like telling me how to drive as I'm getting out of the parking lot, and he's just like, you know, everybody's in such a hurry. Where are they going? They're going to shop. And I was like, yeah, ha ha ha. But I mean, that was my day at Sam's, is that like people were kind of pushy, and then I get directed out of the parking space that I parked in, that I would have had no issues getting out of had this whole situation not happened. So please let me know about those situations. Maybe, kinda, sorta, possibly. Michelle Fix-It. And Michelle Fix-It wants to be nice to everyone, but then like sometimes it hinders my ability to do things, and it gets very frustrating. So you guys have a fantastic day, and thanks for being a wonderful audience. Bye.